Like many young American girls, I was obsessed with these dolls. I only had one official American Girl doll. As you can see, she was very clearly well loved. And if I still had my original copies of the historical girl books, I know that the pages would be falling out from how often I read them. Now that I'm 28, I've been spending more time reconnecting with my childhood, and this craft is part of that journey. The box is such a nostalgic design for me. I just wanted to replicate that iconic cellophane window and somehow evoke the feeling of pulling the doll out of the box. So to do this, I start off with a couple reference photos, from the dolls to the box to anything else I want to pull inspiration from. And then I also sketch out my idea for the pop-up itself. And then comes the really fun part of making the first prototype. And I actually got pretty lucky with this prototype because I only made the one and made the rest of my adjustments in Illustrator, which you will see in the next section. But this is the stage where I create a draft that is as close to my idea as possible. I take it apart a few times to make sure it is functional and makes sense and kind of follows what I had in mind. This pop-up craft utilizes a pull tab with a flap that reveals itself by flipping over. These types of pull tabs are probably my favorite pop-up to make because it's kind of like making a little fidget toy for yourself. It's very satisfying when you get that perfect crisp flip over. I just love it. Next, I'm going to take the measurements from the paper prototype and translate them into Illustrator to create the template. I'm going to use a solid purpley pink line to indicate the cuts and a dotted blue line to indicate the creases. So where we cut out the pop-up and then where we want to crease the folds. I transfer the template into Procreate on my iPad to create the art. Here I'm using inspiration from my references and just trying to have fun while illustrating. For the dolls, I started off with a simple sketch and ended up using it as a similar base for all three, changing the line art to include their unique differences. I love using pattern brushes like I did for Addie's dress and just seeing how well I can interpret their original design. When the art is ready, the final template is ready. If you'd like to work on this craft with me, it's available as a free digital download on my Ko-fi account. Let's review some paper engineering essentials that you will want to use. First is a craft knife that will help us cut out 2 intricate cuts. A pair of scissors, a scoring tool to help you with your creases, a bone folder. I really like the shape of this one, or you could also use the pointy shape that's a bit familiar that will also assist you with scoring. A ruler to help guide your scoring and your cuts. And then some type of adhesive. I'm using rolling craft tape, but you can use glue or another type of double-sided tape. Following the guide I made, we want to examine what we are cutting and what we are creasing. We want to cut around the solid lines of the main card along with the window. All of the individual pieces and a small cut on the inside piece. Then we want to crease all of the dotted lines. So I cut out the pieces and I'm going to review what they are for you. So we have the box card, we have the inside piece, we have the flip piece, we have the pull tab handle, and finally the folding mechanism that helps the piece move. Your template will have a star to tell you where the flip card needs to be glued or taped on. To make the pull tab handle, let's score and fold down the middle line, then add adhesive and close shut. I'm going to take this time to apologize for my voiceover if it feels a little shaky or something weird. I'm still recovering from being a little sick. Where I live in the US was hit with a pretty big snowstorm, and it's only now just melting, and the cold plus having allergies has not been fun for me. Grab the folding mechanism and score those dotted lines. We want these folds to be nice and crisp for the range of movement that the card needs. And then, yep, you guessed it, more scoring, more folding, but then you get to cut out the window, which is pretty fun. There's two ways you can do it. You can go all the way around the circle, or you could do this like 4/4 kind of cut where you make one cut down the middle, one cut down the side, and then cut out the 4 little pie or pizza slices. Whatever works for you. Just know that it doesn't have to be perfect, because my cuts are very rarely perfect unless I'm using like my cutting machine. This is just a simple little craft. We don't want to get too in the weeds with it. Next, use a craft knife to cut this solid line on the character card. Then we will attach the folding mechanism piece, which acts like a little chair. Put adhesive on the bottom tab and insert it through the cut we just made. Then attach the flip card to the tab right above the cut. Again, it will have a little star on your template so you know where to put it. And after that, we will attach the pull tab handle to the back of the character card. It's time to put all the pieces together. Add adhesive to the top tab of the folding mechanism. Then we will align the box card right behind the flip card so that the character sits right on the edge. To close the box, tuck the inside piece under the tabs. Then add glue or tape to the top of the tabs and close shut. And then there we have it! This fun American Girl doll inspired pull tab pop-up craft. This is my first pop-up craft available to download for free. The Addie, Molly, and Samantha crafts are put together the same way. If you do test this pop-up out, please let me know what you think. I would love to make more videos like this and provide some fun pop-up crafts. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Tell me who your favorite historical American Girl doll is in the comments below. Thank you, and see you next time.